LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's still running after the move.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game time.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that.
They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. He'll run into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from in, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that two spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown LSU! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house.
They fake it, pitch it to the tight end. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a two-point conversion there. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy
fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Tigers! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The LSU Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. The give from the gun. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, look. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not...
Oh, it's out! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Handoff to the lone back.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Slings it downfield. He's open on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Take over. First and 10.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The give to the tailback. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Tackled at the 12-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. LSU.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Touchdown, Tigers! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play?
And what a nice job by the punt returner. First thing he does, secures the catch, and you can tell they set up the return. He reads his blocks really well, turns on the afterburners all the way to the end zone. Special teams coming up with the huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now.
Georgia, 0.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's Webster. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. LSU quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Might be looking to run. He'll throw it. This time he's got his man. Just steamrolling the defense. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half.
Number 9, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime?
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. On the option. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's right on target. Touchdown, LSU! And the stomping has commenced.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Burden. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice this. Sudden change situations. You have got to be able to pay this off now if you're on offense.
Yeah, and you want to pay it off. You practice it, but set it up in a goal-to-go situation. This is as good as it gets for this offense to succeed.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. LSU right back to the line. To the air, it's Raiola. Buys a little time. He wants it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. 3rd and goal coming up here. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Here we go. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception and getting in the end zone and showing off why defensive linemen are the most athletic position on the field.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 49, Georgia 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass, it's Horn. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over.
Just plowing down the field. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Burden. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in, going over the top. And he grabs it at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Using his legs to buy some time. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First and goal, LSU.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. LSU lining up first and goal.
Set. Hut. Flip it. Flip it.
On the run, it's Martin. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop it. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. If you take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's Hall. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start this drive with a pass.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and... And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Burden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense getting set for first down. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. LSU quick to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Finds his tight end. Oh, what a move! And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising. He makes a catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Martin. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. To throw, it's Raiola. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here.
Down, bro. I bet. That's a bet. That's a bet. All right.
stand. Looking for a productive play on first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires on the move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the...
The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. Well, that will give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the running back.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Off play action. And they get the sack right out of the gate. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He'll pull it down and run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. To the air, it's rising. Throws to the wideout. Snags it, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Beavers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion.
Oregon State 8, LSU 0.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They're trying to get to it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. LSU right back to the line. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. Can quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming.
Oregon State 8, LSU 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Scanning the field, it's rising. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burden. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. Pulls it in. It's Webster. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Belly stunner. Easy.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Webster. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The sure hands, it's Webster. And he cruises his way to the house.
Look like you can't hold me either.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this.
Oh, let me see.
Like,
They
the
was
comeback
fake.
is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
will take over 1st and 10.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Corner's going to give them room. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Back to pass, it's Rising. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6.
Fires toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Beavers!
Touchdown, Oregon State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead, you're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside, but I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarded.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Golden. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
But on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Corners are going to bail. Looking to throw, it's Rising. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were